Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the PETHS Alumni Network podcast. Today, I'm joined by none other than Mr. Kyle Chin. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, Nate?
I'm good, thanks. Okay,
Thank you
so
for having me, by the
no
way.
problem, no problem, bro. We're glad to have you here. So, to quickly introduce Kyle, he's currently studying electrical engineering at TMU, Toronto Metropolitan University. He graduated in 2021, is also part of the 2019 YRA Boys Championship winning volleyball team. So, to bring it back, we actually met back at Castlemore way back when won the
Yes.
won the regional title together 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, way
Also,
back. That was a long
also
time ago.
yeah, also Chinese Jamaican guy. Shout out. Yeah. So like our families kind of like know each other, like most Chinese Jamaican families kind of do.
Yeah, like you know my grandparents or something
Probably, yeah. Like
somehow.
yeah, everyone just, everyone it's a community, everyone knows each other.
Yeah,
So
small
yeah, like
community.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a small community. We got Mr. Chin. So let's just hop straight into the podcast, straight into the questions.
Yeah.
So you're in electrical engineering. Kind of like walk us through, did you always know you want to do that? Or was it like a little bit later in high school? Like when did you kind of know that was what you wanted to pursue?
Well, I definitely knew that I wanted to go into probably engineering, because me and my dad had talked about that, when I
Mhm.
was young. So I wanted to go into civil engineering at first, and I ended up doing that at York, but I wasn't really enjoying that, so I decided to switch to Ryerson as well and go to into electrical engineering, which is what I'm in now. Um, and I think it's been the right change because I wanted to kind of go into the tech sector at
Mhm.
least a little bit. If it was, electrical engineering or computer science, something like that. So I'm definitely happy that I changed to electrical. I
Mhm.
think I'm just having more fun with it and it interests me more.
Yeah.
So,
What are some of kind of like do you notice like a big cultural change when you went to York versus now?
yeah, actually, I'd say that a lot of people were kind of more open to being friends
Hmm.
at Ryerson more than York. I find that there's a lot more little friend groups within the engineering community than there were at York. I feel like, I mean, I was first year as well, so I'm not sure if everyone was just kind of scared to talk,
Hmm.
but I find that most people kept to themselves at York. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's a York thing or
Hmm.
just an engineering thing, but you know, that's how it
Like,
was.
yeah, so when you said you were in civil engineering before and now you're in electrical, are kind of like the skills more or less applicable, or is it like a completely different way of learning for you?
I'd say the skills that are applicable that are applicable amongst like all types of engineering, so like time management, problem solving skills, that sort of thing. 100% it transfers, but um, some of the content that you actually learn is very different. Like the math that each um, type of engineering used is very different. So I think it was kind of difficult to kind of transfer over, but I
Mhm.
did it, and I think I did it well. So
Mhm. Are
yeah.
there almost like kind of like cliques like within, so before you're in like an in group of civil engineers, did you kind of like almost look at like other kinds of engineers kind of like almost as an out group? Is that kind of how engineering is?
Um, I personally didn't, but I know that some people definitely do.
Mhm.
There's obviously always going to be that sort of debate about which type of engineering is the best.
Mhm.
Um, but at Ryerson, I find that my group of friends, like a lot of the engineers have the same courses in first year. So you're kind of friends with all sorts of engineers. So I'm electrical, I have like computer friends,
Mhm.
mechanical friends, people in civil, chemical, all sorts of
Mhm.
types of engineering.
Right. So you kind of touched on the idea of networking. I think it's pretty key in almost any field to kind of know people who are doing something a little bit different than you. So in the future you can reach out to them if you need connections,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, for sure. The connections are everything. I find that it doesn't matter how hard you try to find a job. If you can just get a connection and go from there, it'll work out way easier for you that way.
Yeah. Talking about jobs, can you kind of like tell us a little bit about what you've been doing the past 2 summers?
Oh yeah, so the past 2 summers I had been working at Clearway Construction,
Mhm,
and that is a obviously a construction company, and they do pipe work. It's not really in my field that I'm studying for right now,
mhm,
but before when I was doing civil at York, it was, and I was unable to find a job anywhere else, so I just had to go back to them and kind of just improve my experience in the workplace,
mhm,
even though it's not within electrical engineering. But it was definitely a good experience. Made some money. Was able to network myself a little bit, talk to
mhm,
my bosses, and they were able to, you know, let me know that there were other opportunities that I could definitely look into if I want to, because they know people from electrical
mhm.
companies.
Right.
So, like I said, connections are everything, and
Mhm,
just like that, I was able to potentially get myself an opportunity at a new
right.
job. So,
Mhm. So I'm curious. You said it wasn't quite related to what you're, studying. So how did you actually end up getting this job?
so this was actually a my dad knew someone,
Mhm,
and so he was able to hook up something with for me and my sister.
mhm,
Because originally my sister had this job, and then when she left, then I was of age to
mhm.
take over that role,
Right.
and I stepped in and took that role.
Right. What's kind of the most like significant thing you've learned? It can either be technical or just, a life skill in general.
Um, I think it would be how to be assertive
Hmm.
in um in in the workforce, because there are a lot of people that will try to cut corners
Hmm.
um and kind of, you know, n- take the easy way out. But
Hmm.
I find that sometimes you need to really stay on people
Hmm.
in order to get your way and do things the right way.
Hmm.
Um, because construction, it's if you cut corners, things will go wrong,
Hmm.
and things will
Right.
go wrong 100 all the time. So it's best if you just do it the right way and trying to minimize the things that do go wrong. And if it
Hmm.
does go wrong, make it something that isn't expensive, right?
Yeah.
Um, I also think communication
Hmm.
has been a big thing, because when you're working with all these different companies, you have to stay on top of emailing people, keeping track of different jobs,
Hmm.
and you know, different people on different jobs. So it's a lot of stuff going
Right.
on at once.
Yeah.
So,
And on the flip side, what's kind of like one of the harder things you've had to do?
oh man, um, I think one of the harder things was when I first started, and it was kind of just getting oriented.
Hmm.
When you're in a new environment, you don't know many people,
Hmm.
kind of you're not comfortable. It's definitely hard to set yourself up for success,
Hmm.
because you don't know anything. You don't even know what questions to be asking, right? So honestly, if you it just takes time. Don't be afraid
Right.
in your first week. First
Hmm.
week's always rough, um, and just stick with it. You'll get it eventually. It
Yeah.
just takes time.
Yeah, I think you bring up, a lot of good points that are, applicable to a lot of jobs. I
Yeah.
feel like, especially in life too, I feel like whatever job you're in,
Yeah,
being adaptable, being, ready to learn, being a good
for sure.
communicator, those are all really
Yeah, of
important things.
course.
Yeah, how much would you say that, pets kind of helped you become, this like valuable worker and valuable student?
Um, I think I think it helped me quite a bit. It was kind of unfortunate because like 1.5 years of my time at Pet was
Right.
taken up by COVID.
Hmm.
Um, so grade 12 was kind of difficult for me.
Hmm.
It's difficult to focus, but I guess the time that I was actually at Pet, I did enjoy myself, and I think they set me up pretty well to kind of handle the stress of school, multitasking, that sort of thing, and doing extracurriculars like the volleyball team. I definitely helped me kind of improve my communication skills, social skills, just like talking to people. Um, for the workplace
Hmm.
or even just at school. So Yeah, I guess Pep was a good time for me.
Yeah, we met in capital markets class in grade 12, Mr. Gandhi's class, right?
Yeah, Mr.
That,
Gandhi's class.
that was a pretty good class, but yeah, like you mentioned, COVID was, a big thing. So I do feel that, some students definitely missed out, like prom, graduation,
Yeah,
etc.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And you touched on the volleyball team. We'll quickly swivel into that. What are some
Yeah.
key, standout moments for you that season?
I mean, one of them was definitely winning wire
Yeah,
A's.
yeah,
Um, and then OFSA.
yeah,
Just
man.
the entire time at
Hmm.
OFSA, I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
That was like
yeah,
that was insane.
we gotta have a group podcast on here one day. All the guys.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure. I don't know about all of us, kind of
yeah,
everyone just yelling over each
yeah,
other, but
yeah.
a few of us at a
We
time,
had
maybe.
we had Leo. We had Leo on here. Leo. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it was a great team. Miss those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
100%.
just reminiscing about all the shenanigans that we probably can't talk about on here.
What happens at OFSA stays at
Yeah, what
OFSA,
happens
right?
opposite stays opposite. That's our slogan, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. All right, we'll jump into some quick rapid fire questions. Okay.
yeah, go for it.
Favorite song you're listening to right now?
Oh my God. Probably used by SZA featuring
Okay.
Don Toliver.
Okay, okay, that's a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
Favorite food right now?
Oh man. Oxtail rice and peas.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. The Jamaican ones know about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
Okay, that's a fire choice. Yeah, you guys
Can
gotta
never
try
go
that.
wrong with
Yeah,
that.
if you're listening to this, you gotta try that for sure. Okay. The favorite athlete.
Right now. Oh man. Man, that's hard to Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Okay, yeah. You seen his son's been coming up lately. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You seen
Oh
on
my God.
Instagram.
The guy
Yeah,
can hit the ball 300 yards and
yeah.
he's
It's
like
pretty crazy.
14. It's
That's pretty
insane.
crazy, bro. You big into golf?
I used to be, and then I stopped
Yeah.
playing because I just didn't have the time
Right.
with
Yeah.
like other sports in the summer.
True, yeah.
But I've been trying to get back into it. It's just kind of hard with school, as I have no time.
Right. Yeah. You played soccer before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What are some like standout memories from playing soccer?
Honestly, just like the tournament days when
Hmm.
you're just at the sportsplex with all your boys.
Right.
I think that was just so much fun.
Hmm.
Like even if you don't win, like you're definitely just having a good time with them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
I was a center midfielder.
Okay. Okay. So you're a central guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Playmaker. Yeah.
running up and down the field the whole time.
Yeah. So
Crazy cardio.
yeah. You're obviously a big like team player guy. Do you feel like that's kind of helped you in life outside of sports?
Yeah, 100%. I think if I'm doing group work, like I will try my best to kind of help everyone out
Hmm.
because obviously not everyone's gonna be strong at certain things, right?
Hmm.
So I try to, if they're weak on it, I try to just help them out or just get help from others to help them out. You know what I mean? I do
Yeah.
my best to make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah. Definitely one of the best teammates I've ever had right here. For sure. Super memorable, super supportive guy. Just a lot of
Thank
fun
you.
to be around for sure, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
going back to quick fire. Favorite class during your time of pet?
Oh my God. Uh, grade 10 fitness with Mr. Cratch.
Okay, okay. And favorite teacher? Favorite teacher other than Mr. Crutch?
Favorite mission.
Mission.
100%.
Okay.
Hands down.
Shout out, Mission. Yeah. All
Shout
right,
out.
bro. We're just gonna. I don't want to take up too much of your time. We're gonna wrap up very quickly. If you could shout out one person that you'd like to nominate to be on this podcast, who would it be?
I nominate Owen Chan,
Okay, bro.
class of 21.
Yeah, we'll have to get him on here for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
and anything else you want to tell us about, like where you see yourself headed? Like, what are some like goals you have for yourself?
Oh man. I just hope I work at I don't know if I can somewhere in Silicon Valley.
Okay, okay. What kind of
Oh, out there.
okay?
Yeah.
Do you have a like specific job title you want to do? Like, where do you see yourself?
Just just a senior engineer.
I
I hope to
see.
make it one day.
Okay,
I hope to be one of the top engineers at a company.
nice.
That's all
Yeah,
I can ask
yeah,
for.
bro. Dream big, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And do you have any last words of wisdom? For anyone out there just listening.
Um I'd say probably a lot of people probably thought about this one, but
Hmm.
just don't do anything that you'll regret. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that's pretty. Can you give me an example of something that
Yeah, like
you're
okay, for example, you have a test coming up.
okay?
You don't want to study for that test, but so you go on TikTok, but you know you should be studying, and then
Right,
you get to that test and you fail it. You'll
right,
regret like because you know you should have
right.
been studying. You know
In
what I
your
mean?
opinion, how do you gain the conscience to know what you will and won't regret? Like, I know that's a tough question, but how does
I
someone
think
know?
I just I go off of experience that I've had
Right,
in the past. Like
right,
I feel like once you get out there and do more things, then you'll kind of learn more about yourself and what you can and can't handle.
mhm,
And from there, you can kind of once you have experience doing things,
right.
can't go wrong
And
again,
just
right? Unless you're
go out and try, right?
yeah, go out and try. Just go out and
Yeah.
try.
Okay. If you could be known as one word, Kyle Chin is, what would that one word be that you want people to know you for?
Mm, Jamaican.
Jamaican. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a great word, bro. Everyone.
Just let people know that I'm not, I'm not a regular Chinese guy,
Yeah,
you know.
there's a lot of misconceptions out there. I feel like we gotta do an
Yeah.
entirely separate podcast breaking down, the stereotypes and all that thing, man. There's a lot to go through because people will always ask, right? Like
Yeah.
when you tell them you're Jamaican, they'll ask. They have a lot of serious questions.
Oh yeah.
Usually it's
So many.
usually it's
Anywhere I go and I
yeah,
tell people that, people are always shocked for some reason.
yeah. The first
But
question is, do you speak patois? That's like the first question. When was the last time you were in Jamaica?
damn. Um last year actually.
Last year?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you
Yeah.
go?
I went last summer. I went to Kingston because I have family
Okay,
there.
right, yeah.
And then we went over to Ocho Rios.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good
There was a
tourist spot.
resort there.
Yeah, tourist spot.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
Yeah, just to chill, be on the
Yeah,
beach a bit.
gotta go to Negril.
Yeah.
Negril and Fallsmouth.
Yeah. Negril, um, if anyone's watching this and you want to go see a nice sunset, go to Sunset in Negril.
Yes,
That's
yes, yes.
it's kind of a couples resort, but
Yeah.
you can see the sunset every day. It is
Hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Hands down, probably one of the best views I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
And if you're there, not promoting alcohol use, but definitely have a red stripe with your patties and
Yes.
your jerk chicken on the
Yes.
beach.
Gotta have a red stripe.
For
It's
sure.
good.
It's good, man. Yeah, gotta
As
have it.
far as I tried it for the first time last
Hmm.
summer, and I was like, damn, it's actually good.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone, if you're watching this, if you want to go Jamaica, hit up Kyle. He's your Jamaica expert tour guide. He'll set you up. He'll set you up with all the right spots.
Oh man, quick Google search, man.
Quick Google search. Yeah. No,
Don't bother me. Don't bother me.
there's a lot of things you got to know though before you go. Like a lot of spots. There's a lot of hidden spots.
In Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Especially if you're in like Kingston, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios,
Yeah,
like Negril. Yeah, those kind of areas, you got to know.
yeah. Mo Bay is a big one.
Yeah.
A lot of
Right.
people go there.
And I remember I went like bike riding like on these like cool mountains. There's like a lot of mountains where they like have the coffee
Yeah,
beans and all that. If you're in
yeah,
Jamaica, definitely gotta go to that.
yeah. That's
And
countryside.
yeah, yeah. There's like
Man, you're
yeah.
on biking in countryside, huh?
Yeah, because it's like not a big country. It takes like 45 minutes to like drive across,
Yeah,
right? But there's like
yeah,
different areas. There's like the touristy area, there's like the downtown area, and then there's like the
yeah,
mountains.
yeah,
Yeah, gotta visit
mm,
like a few like school children. It was like really cool. They're asking for like
yeah.
donations, that kind of thing. Maybe like one day when this podcast makes it, we're doing a donation trip to Jamaica. That's what we'll do.
Give back to the people in Jamaica.
That's what we gotta do. Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
all right, bro. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be on the podcast. Really appreciate it. We'll get Owen on here, like you mentioned.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Nate.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
appreciate you getting me on this,
Yeah, bro.
and
Appreciate it,
we'll
bro.
talk soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. All right, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share this video with your friends, and we'll see you next week. Peace.